glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. We've reached a defining point in the season. Week 8 in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Buffaloes head coach before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Buffaloes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Inside, it's Hawkins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Cowboys are in the hurry up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Wants to fire on second down. Flips it out to the back. Crosses the 30. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll move the tight end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Green. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field.
Well, new head coach Eric Morris essentially brought his entire team from North Texas up here to Stillwater, Oklahoma, and it's a pretty good-looking team, David. When you take a look at the roster, and you don't have to look too much further than their quarterback, Drew Mestemaker. Absolutely lit up college football a year ago. He's got so much talent. He's got size. He's deadly accurate. I don't think anybody doubts this offense is going to be electrifying right out of the gate.
And nobody doubts this offense, but Drew Mestemaker was doubted his whole life. That dude did not start one high school football game. Not a single one. To do what he did at North Texas and now to come to the Cowboys and lead a new squad with Eric Morris, I look forward to big things happening for Oklahoma State because they brought a lot of talent with the running back spot, with the receiver spot. This should be an offense that's carbon copied and ready to go.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. A long way to go for this offense. Lewis on the play action. He's going to go for a big one. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Running inside. It's Young. And he'll be brought down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Here's Lewis. It's on target and complete. He's got enough for the first down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they call that a face mask. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Lewis. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's first and 20. Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
After the misfire, now on second down. Here's Lewis to throw. The screen, and watch out. And they get him down. Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. From the gun on third down, Lewis. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Oklahoma State, hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A spectacular one-hand grab. The Cowboys want to move quickly. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Gets it to the back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Offense ready to begin this drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throwing, Lewis. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And this defense forces another fumble. And Johnny on the spot. He had one last week. He's got one this week. He just has a nose for finding the football.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Making side adjustments here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got a man. Could be an alley. All the way. the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Lewis. Now sliding to his left. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Man, this guy is so dangerous running it, and the speed can also help him extend the play to hurt you throwing it, David. As a defense, what do you got to do to keep this guy in the pocket?
Well, the hard part is once he gets outside the pocket, you have to play the second play. The first play, everybody had a route to run, but the second play, it's the scramble drill, and receivers going to break and cut and do something different. So it's so annoying. It's frustrating to have a guy like this that can get outside the pocket and do so much damage.
Play action with Lewis. Fires to the right. Hauls it in. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
The Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Young. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. The pull and throw off the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. It's Lewis again. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking for room, it's Hawkins. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. The Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Right back to the well. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top as we get a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Looking to scramble. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, it was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
They just keep firing. Zings it complete to the right. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll try it again. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. And the Cowboys will hustle to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Using his legs, it's Welch. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing, Lewis unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Young. Nice move to keep running.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Lewis fires to the middle. He's got it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. 1st down.
Finally, this offense starting to Lewis wants to pass. The screen, he's got wheels. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the red zone, it's Young. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Barnes. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Cowboys come out to get this drive started.
They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Back open in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, Dave.
There he goes. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. The 20, the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Coming out with it, it's Barnes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fights off a defender. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
3rd and long, they're throwing the out route, trying to get it on the boundary, but a great job by the defense, anticipating it and then knocking it away.
They punt it away on 4th down. Going to field this one in tight quarters. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Lewis to throw. Here's the pressure. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Lewis to throw. Going long. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Throwing, Lewis. They'll run the screen. Made a defender miss. Makes the catch and he's free. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. New set of downs after the completion. Lewis. He wants it all. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. And they got him.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Trying to get through the noise. It's Lewis. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Cowboys headed quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Hawkins. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. The offense changing the play. Sends it back in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this 1st half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
All the way back to his 5-yard line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the Mississippi State Bulldogs. And it's the Sooners looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the 2nd half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the 2nd half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the ground with the counter. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Quarterback may change this route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Tight end now in motion. He'll set up to throw. Looking for space to the left. Got his man. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Throwing right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's Lewis to throw. Moving out to the right. He's going to take off.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Play fake, Lewis. Under fire. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
Third down from the gun. Lewis puts it out of the air. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Lewis on the play action. Going for 6. Makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Throwing. Lewis can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Looking to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
On the ground with the counter. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The Cowboys moving quickly to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. On the run, it's Welsh. Turning it on.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Right back to the well. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down.
Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Buffaloes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down.
Lewis quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He'll try to do it himself.
Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense.
They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Might be changing the route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain.
The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Right back to him on the ground. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. He uncorks one deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking for space. It's Hawkins.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Handoff to the single back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's Lewis to throw. He's got him in the flat. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. The RPO, it's complete. Runs through a man, and he might have space. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Might be calling a hot route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. Past the 10. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Colorado. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. On the move at the 30. There he goes. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front of that defensive line.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
To the air on first down. Fires left. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Motion from the wideout. Makes the grab in their space. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer. And the Cowboys want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they take it in for 6 more points.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Ready to fire from the pistol. Gets the back moving. They're going to run it to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Throwing, Lewis. Just a short pass to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And after that last completion, netted a big fat 0. They're looking at 2nd and 10. They go to the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Quick release on the RPO. Push down for the tackle. The Cowboys in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A little release to the back. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up to 49. And the Cowboys with the 1st and 10.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Quick completion on the out route. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Cowboys look to keep this drive humming.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. And the rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gonna look downfield again. Got his man. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. And the Cowboys are in the hurry-up. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the 4th quarter.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. That last field goal made this a one-possession game. They have put together a rally, and now they'll try to turn the momentum back around starting on this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Play action with Lewis. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes 2nd and long. Lewis unloads it left. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Got some room to run. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking for a gap. It's Welch. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Here's Lewis. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys, the snap to the up end, they'll fake it. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Nobody in this stadium was expecting fake punt there. 4th and inches, you thought you'd just leave the offense out, maybe you quarterback sneak and see if you can get it, but the fake punt works perfectly. Obviously, they didn't have far to go, but they made it interesting, but they pick up the 1st, and the drive stays alive.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Lewis to throw. He's going to take a shot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The run inside. It's Welch.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Lewis. Working that wide receiver screen. Takes it down to the 13-yard line. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their 2nd. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. The Buffaloes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Run in the red zone. It's Welch. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their 3rd. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, and they're running the football over to the right-hand side, and obviously that's where the kicker wants this thing. He told his head coach, get me on the right hash. I can draw this thing on the kick. It's the angle I want to go and win this game.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.